Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Tokyo taking on the Detroit Lions. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Off play action, Fields. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now a 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down. Felton. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. On second down, here's Gibbs. They find some open field here. Past the 20. 5, touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to
take it right down Broadway. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. He may go. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around. I think because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks have got it back to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Pushing his way through. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And motion left goes a tight end.
Hey, check that. Go.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. There he goes, right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Come on. Hey. Bronco 80.
Another run for Gibbs here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Felton. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
Well, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
And he will touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Second and a couple. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They go play action here on first down. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in his first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And touchdown. Chase Claypool, 75 yards. And the Nighthawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Jameson Williams,
71 yards.
and the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Barner. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Williams, a man in motion right.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First target, first catch, and a first down. They run the counter. Felton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey, bring it.
Felton again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Nighthawks get a bit closer. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Got it. Ready?
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Banks.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Operating from the gun, Banks.
Again, it's Johnson.
Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Nighthawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 4.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Fights through it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 183 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 10 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Banks. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nice one slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 15 and a first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Felton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Demetric Felton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Nighthawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Okay, ready?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Ready?
On the give, here's Gibbs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Still fighting for more. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Let's go now. Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Okay,
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bring it. Alert! Alert!
They try again with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Go!
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Banks looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd down, ball on the 3, 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Looking to throw, Banks. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So to win here for the Lions, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, his numbers don't show off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. Yeah, a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Lions, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore